have hundreds of filters that give us a perception of what's going on now. And so we can change the filters, give up the thoughts of the past that shape our minds, and say, no. Now, how do you change a self-image? Since it's based upon the belief system, there is a way. You can read 1,000 books, and until you do one thing, you're not going to change anything. Since it's based upon the belief system, I have to do some new things that create new beliefs about me. See, the manifestation of the internal change comes out. Oh, I used to think I couldn't talk. Now I'm able to sit down and do a great presentation. Don't you feel better? Do you have a new belief that replaced the old one? Why? Because you stepped out and did what was required. So new behaviors create new beliefs. Pretty soon you've got a new belief about you. And forgive everybody who's damaged you, hurt you, whether it's perceived real or unreal. Get rid of it. It's throttling you, not them. You were born for great things. It's time you reestablish the rest of the journey proving that. So, the power of thought. Thought attracts that which it dwells upon. Thought attracts that which it thinks about. So thought is sort of like a magnetic force pulling into your consciousness ideas. If we change the ideas, can we change the outcome? Since the outcomes in our lives are the results of the thinking we've done up to now. Oh, then I want to change my thinking. You bet you better. It's the hardest thing for the average person to do because it's never being taught. You just haven't been taught. It's not your fault. How many of you don't need to answer me, but I know this from speaking to thousands and thousands and thousands of people over the years. They don't even have a glimpse of the power of their own minds. The power to bring into materialization the things of their dreams with right thinking. How to become a magnet in the universe because of who you are and the spirit that emanates from you. And in this business, if you're going to be a leader, be a servant, and have integrity to the core, there's no bending anything. And you will have a following. Because people have an inner desire to be dealt with fairly and honestly. And when they believe in you, they will follow you. But if you're Mr. or Mrs. Slickster with the fast story about the quick buck, you will be short-lived in ACN. Over the years, like Greg says, we're a blessed company. Those type of people just seem to spin out. They can't live here very long because their games will not be tolerated for very long. They're given a chance to correct. That I call wonderful compassion by the owners. But they won't be tolerated if it continues. Aren't you glad you're in an environment like that?
Yep.
So I need to really be careful of my thinking, because my thinking is creating my reality. I'll take you to the laws of cause and effect. See, this all ties together. The fruit that we eat is the result of the cause inherent in the seed. So what caused the fruit? The fruit itself or the seed? And what caused the seed? It was something that preceded the seed. And we can go on and on and on, can't we? But everything you see as a result in your life is there because of some cause. Most of it is the thoughts you've been thinking. Oh, that's too difficult. I can't do that. Here's your mind. Let's find you some things out there to prove he's right. Your mind's always trying to make you right. Okay? They're loving playing pinochle and being asleep on you. Well, he stretched it all. Joe's right even though he's an idiot. You think your mind's going to jump up and say, hey, Joe, come on, straighten out. No, Joe, this is what Joe wants. Because it's a servant to you. So you can feed it any garbage you want, and it'll just go ahead and work with it. So if there's garbage there, and you clean it out, and you put some new stuff in, you're going to have some damn good results. They're going to be a way shot better than what you're getting now. And I'm not just talking about a business. I'm talking about relationships and family and community. All the things that we're all a part of improves because of you. So now let's look at mastering emotions. This business is about 99% emotional management. Because we have been trained to run when we feel uncomfortable. We have been trained to retreat when we feel stupid, incompetent, not good enough, insufficient, inferior. Have you noticed? If there's any environment that you're going to walk into that presents that to you, you're out. You won't go to the party that might simulate that because somebody there doesn't like you. Or somebody there you don't like. You can't get past all your hang-ups. And they're your inventions. You decided how you were going to feel about anything. They didn't give you the feeling. Your interpretation of your mind gave you the feeling and you hung on to it. Could you have had and chosen another feeling? Sure you could have. You got to start doing that. Joe makes me mad. Oh, wait a minute. Let me look at that. Joe's doing a behavior. Never mind what it is. I guess Joe's behavior. Oh, it really ticks me off. Okay, so here you are taking it on. Blood pressure, immune system, heartbeat. Boy, that Joe is something. That's because you're resisting Joe being an idiot. Let Joe be an idiot and not bother you. Okay? Here's the difference. Joe, idiot, 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 idiot. Here you are over here. Poor Joe. Don't get caught up in the emotional wars of others. People complain. People come to me, they don't anymore, I guess they got used to how I'm going to deal with it. George, and head bowed down. Can I talk to you? I'm having a problem with my business. I said, well, first of all, could you lift your head up so I can see your face? What is it? My people. I said, what about your people? Well, they're not coming to meetings, and they don't qualify, and can you help me? I said, yeah, you got a major problem. Number one, you don't have a group. Number two, you perfectly duplicated yourself so far.
Yeah! Oh, yeah.
How much time do I have? I can't see that far. No, I'm on a plane tonight for London.
What time?
Did anybody tell me? 2 minutes!
He means 20.
Well, whatever. All right, let's get going. All right, we're making the point, don't you think? You got a lot to work on, but you can do it. I have faith in you. Okay? So now, we're going to master emotional responses. Take charge, okay? Choose your responses. Don't let people determine how you're going to feel. It's going to take practice. As you know, we're rather robotic with our emotional responses, aren't we? How come 2 people, 15 people listen to a joke? 14 of them laugh. And the one person goes, that was disgusting. Well, I know for one thing the joke wasn't told in Holland. Or 15 would be laughing. So, we're going to do that. Next thing, I want you to know the power of persistence. Persistence will beat down any obstacle. It is unbelievable how powerful it is.